first thing I want to do today is to sort these roses out. They need deadheading. So I'm just cutting them back to a bud, and any bits like this that are dead, cut that back to a bud as well. Right, I'm going to try and get around to plant this today because it needs a bit more light. So that's a task for the books. Find somewhere to put that. Same with the other one. Just cut off the little bits that have already flowered down to an outward facing bud. And any leaves that have died back, throw them on the compost bin. If I had one. That is something else for the list. These will soon perk up once they get into the full sunshine. And there's still plenty of buds on it. Look at that flower there. Beautiful. Wonderful. Typical, isn't it? Dug my first hole and now it's starting to rain. Right, that's a little bit too deep. We'll just tack a little bit at the bottom there. I'm going to have to search in the shed to see if I've got a pair of gloves, because I think I forgot to pack them. But if this rain is going to come down, I might be back in the house sooner than I think. That'll do fine. Just add a tiny bit more compost on the side there. But if the rain's coming, it'd be good for the plants. There we go. Oh, has that fallen off? Oh, nice little buttonhole. This is the Chandos Beauty one. So many plans for today. So I'm going to have to try and do this in between the rain. Now, one thing I need to sort out is where the middle of this bed is. If I pop that in there, I wonder what that was for. Oh, maybe to keep the frames up. Right. How big is this going to be? Right, where is the end? That's a question man has asked for years. Where is the end and where is the beginning? Ouch, I'm getting stung to bejesus. Right, 28. So what's half of 28? 14. Oh, that was quick for me, wasn't it? 14. So half of 28 is 14. Oh dear. These are going to be an itchy. It's going to be an itchy night tonight. 14. Right. How many times can I say that? If I pop that in the middle, because it's not a bowling green, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So if I put that there, that should be the center of the universe. So let me work out now so that's 13 foot. 13 foot to there. I think that's about right. Let's just go for 13 foot. Oh, but damn. I should have put my pyjamas on underneath my trousers. I'm like the cats now, itching. What was that? I can't remember now. 13. Unlucky for some. Yes, it is in this. Oh. So now, 13. If I stand here for long enough saying 13, it might make sense. 13. Now obviously this isn't the completed path, but I'm just putting these down to get a rough idea. But how do I work out? Tell me in the comments, how do I work out how to square the plot off? Because I do things, so if that's 13 foot there, if I measure down there and do 13 foot across, surely that is then squared. So at points like this, I think, is it better just to pay somebody to come in and do it? Obviously, if I had the funds. But I would imagine it would cost thousands to... Oh, the temperature just dropped. The air pressure just suddenly went. But it would be nice to sort of think, I'll give a plan of what I want, and then go away for a week and come back and it's finished, and I could get on and do a bit of gardening. That's the ideal world situation, but as we all know, that's not the real world. These were originally for the shed base before I discovered the concrete one from the chicken coop. I was looking at my videos and I've been here since May, and that time is certainly going fast. I think I'll have enough of these, you know. So what I would like is a set of bricks, 2 bricks going down, and then this in the middle of the bricks. And the material I would like to use is the golden shingle that you see at the National Trust homes, which I've had on a previous plot, and it looked wonderful. I got 4 more of these. I think I'll have enough. Oh, it's a concrete post. Now all this here isn't mine, belongs to the guy on this side. But I understand he's had a bit of an accident. I wonder if anybody's had an accident and then they've had that phone call. Have you had an accident? Oh. But I got plenty to get on with, so I'm not in a rush to put pressure on him. And in the end, I'll probably help him and just move it myself. Right, see, that path is all over the shop. I don't want a twisty path. I was thinking about going on a course, on a building course. You know, how to learn to build small brick walls or something. The last time I looked, cost of bricks were quite shocking. So these grids will be full of this golden gravel thing. Right, I think I only need about 2 or 3 and it's finished. So a path down the middle, no path leading off then, I don't think. This is all the space I want for veg and fruit. Right, there you go. Again, it's on a bit of the skewiff, but it'll do for now. Just walk over the top of it to try and see, it's not straight, but it'll do. What I find exhausting is the fact that the ground isn't level, so you're falling all over yourself. Right, I'm gonna have a cup of tea. Catch up with you in a bit. Oh, we got a bit of a break in the weather here. Right, rather than having this lolling around the place, making the place look untidy, I thought I might just put it down here. But I've just realised at this section there seems to be a path. So am I going to keep this path? It's here, and then maybe put a flower bed on this side, but that feels, so it's, let me have a look, the path is there, so what's that, 4-foot bed of flowers here? That might feel a bit too much space for flowers when it's all about putting food on the table. So I thought, just for the time being, I'm just going to throw this into the ground here. So sort of level. This wouldn't be the final place. It's just somewhere, like I said, so I don't have to keep moving it. I have to bring the new sign down as well. And a lot of you have suggested, when I take that sign off, to put that in the garden in the house, which I think is a good idea. Oh, I don't want to put it there, do I? Won't be able to open the gate. I will give it a lick of paint, but I quite like the distressed look. Distressed look adds a bit of character, I feel. There we go. I think I have the other pole in the house. It'll be time for dinner soon. I've just checked the weather forecast, and apparently tomorrow is going to be the better day. So I don't want to wear myself out too much. Now for this, to get a good haul, you need something called spoons. Just like 2 big spades that you can just throw down with long handles on. See if you're bending your back too much. Alright, just have a look. Did it. There you go, that'll do for now. Like I said, it's not a finished job. It's just to stop it from falling over. What I'll do is I might put that bin on the other side just to keep it stood up. And I put them there just to denote that is still my space. Hold on. There we go. Is that going to work? No. But you've got to give it things a go in life. If you give things a go and it doesn't work, then you can say you tried. Right. Oh, gotta watch the old back. There we go. It's just to give an illusion so I can see the full picture. Get in my mind's eye. There we go. Probably fall down as soon as I leave, but let me step back now and have a look at it. What does it look like down there with you? There you go. Can you see the picture? I must say, the land is a lot bigger than I initially thought. That's one of the reasons why I wanted the fence in. The gate in, I mean. It's 40 foot wide at the widest and 50 foot long. There we go. Feels like the old days. But unfortunately, there'll be no Rusty to go through the bottom of the gate. That's where I cut the gate off, so that Rusty could go through the gate like that. Good old Rusty. So I was just on my way home for some food. And like I do at the start of the day and at the end, I just like to stand and observe. And this thing about the garden speaks to me and says, you know, like the shed goes there. And the plan has always been down by the trellis. You can just about see the trellis down on the wall there. Next to that is the gate. But I need to cut the, oh, what was it called? Not sugar glass. I need to cut that bit of plastic, fiberglass. I need to cut that, sink another post, then put the gate in. And while I was just stood here, having a think, I just noticed this. This big panel here is apparently a gate that opens up if you ever want something delivered. So when I get to the shingle for the path, I was going to try to open that door. That's why I haven't planted anything in front of it. But look, I've just realised my plot starts where this post is. That's why I have my security camera up on top, more for doing a time lapse of the progress. And that to me looks like the perfect size for a door, or at least the perfect size for a door that somebody is on a diet. And that post there is in line with my blue bins, which denotes where my plot is. Because like I've said before, all this over here belongs to somebody else. At the moment, I have to walk through his plot to get to mine. And even though it doesn't look like anything at the moment, he is planning to grow vegetables as well, unless he decides to give it up in the meantime. So standing by this bin and then looking at the fence, I think I've just found the location for the gate. And that is perfect because on my London plots, I always like to walk through the plot when I turn up, just to have a look at what's going on, what needs to be attended, and then at the end you walk through the plot. And that would be perfect. So the path would come in here. Where the gate is now, it would go up to the left into the actual plot. Maybe I could even continue it to the river, because the gate to the river is probably going to stay there. I do like to keep some original features. So the gate would move. The gate would go down here. I don't want to put that gate in the fence because I still want it to be a private space. And if I want neighbours and visitors to come in, then it's that old adage, if the gate is open, come in and say hello. But with a gate like that there, then people would always be stopping me. So there might be a gate within a gate. But I like that. I like that idea a lot. See, it pays just to take life slow and let the thoughts come to you. My thought now is a cup of tea. Now my plan was to come down here and pick some more blackberries, but it looks like the council have been, and they've done a bit of a clean-up. A very good job they've done too. But not many blackberries left. Oh, I'm going to have a nice sandwich now when I get in. Sandwich, cup of tea. Oh, I might even have a Welsh cake or two stashed away. Certainly a lot better. Plenty of scope now to prance around. A few of those Victorian lights and they would look very nice. There's been a few people up on top of Pen Peak today. Been a while since I've been up there. Have to go up there before the summer ends, just to show you what it looks like. And there's a lot of things to do before the summer ends. Oh, right, so cold today. The fire's been on, but now I'm getting ready for bed. I've just had my dinner. So the light at the moment is just this strip light that I've bought. It's certainly helping to keep the bills down. And there you go, this one comes on when I approach this section. And in fact, if I go in the bathroom one will come on as well. There you go. Right. What was I about to show you? I was too busy editing this video and I burnt my sausages, but I just cut the ends off. So I ate them and I enjoyed them. Won't be long, it'll be September. Just remembered I forgot to harvest the blackberries. Task for tomorrow. That's warm enough for me. The last few nights, 9 o'clock, everything gets switched off. All the electrics. No, not the electric, but all the electric devices get switched off. And I just use these lights. My phone goes off, everything. And a nice hour in bed to read a book is certainly helping with my sleep. What I have found is those curtains, they're a bit too good. My sleep, I'm getting between 8 to 12 hours of sleep. It's a bit of a task to wake up in the morning. This morning I set the alarm for 5 o'clock because obviously I wanted to get down to the homestead. And I'll do the same for Sunday morning as well. I've just looked out of the window and somebody is camping up on top of Penpeach and the rain has started. And they look a bit too close to the edge for my liking. So when I wake up in the morning, I'll check to see if they're there. And if the drone is charged, maybe I'll fly the drone up just to wake them up. So it's an early night tonight for me. It was a nice day despite the rain. Again, I'm going to have to postpone the opening of the post because I'm exhausted, to be honest. And my knee started to play up in the last 20 minutes of going up and down the stairs. So I'm off to bed. I'll catch up with you in the coming week where I promise we will do a opening of the post because there's quite a bit of stuff to show you. And one of the gifts I'm using in bed tonight. I'll tell you about that in the next video. So until next time from me, bye for now. Good night, John Boy.